Hello everyone. Today I am going to share my thoughts on the topic Midnight Children. So the Midnight Children indirectly waves about the personal and national history of our countries. This story is narrated by Salim Saini, who is born at the exact moment of India's independence. This narrative blend magical realism with poignant memories and significant political events, creating a rich tapestry of identity and trauma. This presentation will be delved into the characters, narrative techniques, and the thematic depth. So, first of all, The Midnight Children is basically tells about us about the personal and national history, Salim Saini's role, and magical realism. The novel employs magical realism to justify the memories with the political events, creating a rich tapestry that highlights the surreal nature of India's histories while empathizing emotional truth thoughts, fantasizal elements. So, the Salim Sani's birth is basically tells about the midnight of the independence of our countries. That was on the August 1947. His birth intertwines personal and national histories, making the beginning of the complex narrative. So, the impact of the history tells about the arc, which showcase the profound impact of historical events such as partition and emergency on personal identity. His evolution highlights the connection between individual and national narratives. So, Savvy and Parvati's counterparts. So, Savvy's embodies the violence and the turmoil of the post-colonial India, illustrating the nation's struggles through his aggressive natures and reflecting the social chaos and the power dynamic of the era. Parvati's magic was the symbolizes the institution and the emotional depth, concentrating with Shiva's brutality. Her character highlights the importance of magic in the narrative, the harsh realities of the life in India. So, concentrating the both. So, they're both tells us about the political reality and the magical element, showcasing how these opposing forces shape Salim's identity and reflect India's complex social political landscape. So, the supporting characters in this story was Adam Aziz's role, Amina Saini's strength. So, these picture sings loyalty. After that, we will talk about the character development of the arcs and the history, Salim's leadership journey, Shiva's symbolism of power, Parvati's emotional realism. Next is unreliable narration, like memory gaps, like Salim's admission of memory gaps complicate his reliability, prompting readers to question the authenticity of his narrative and its reflection of India's traumatizing history. Exaggerated events. The exaggerated events within Salim's stories telling create a scene of magical realism, empathizing emotional truths that resonate with the reader's understanding of personal and narrative identity. The narrated ambiguity in Salim's narration mirrors the chaotic nature of India's historical landscape, allows reader to engaging critically with the complexities of memory and truth. So the themes of uh, the Midnight Children's are identity and mirror. First, it's interplay of histories. The narrative highlights the interplay between the personal and national histories, empathizing how individual stories reflect borders, themes of nationhood, and impact the historical events on the identity. Next is imaginary in Midnight Children. This visualize captures the essence of Midnight Children, illustrating the interviewing of personal and national histories. Key elements include Salim's birth at the independence and the magical realism that defines the narrative. So, in the conclusion, the Midnight Children waves personal and narrative historical through its characters, notoriety, Salim Saini's, whose journey mirrors India's tolerance and freedom identity. So, Rashid's masterful use of magical realism and unreliable narrations deepens our understanding of memory and trauma. As well, reflects on these themes, we are encouraged to explore how literature can be illuminated the complexities of India and history in our own ways. Thank you.